school and do something, because then I'm going to see her name on the screen and something happened and it's going to be my fault. I might seem like a freak, but I've been doing this for too many years and I don't understand people thinking that they can do this.
Did you want to go look at it on the bigger screen? Nice, because Sergeant was with me, so thank you. Alright, you guys saw the video. I just want to hear from you if this is something, if we find criminal intent that you guys want to prosecute. Yes. Prosecute means that the person will be arrested, and if you guys have to go to court, you'll do that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that person or just work related?
Just work related.
Okay. So no, how would I say, no issues that would cause her to act.
We was best of buddies. She bought me lunch before everything.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of lost as to why she would have did something like that.
Is your son, as you noticed that he's any injury?
That's the thing. I wasn't aware of nothing.
Did you notice any bruise, anything like that? It's just his normal.
I don't know if there's any bruise on him.
Did he take a bath at some point?
Yeah, I did.
And you did not notice. So I'm gonna go and speak to the person, and then I'll let you guys know what's gonna happen after. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hi, how are you? Hey, so what's your name?
So this is the demon, all right? First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaBrakakWadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and teachers at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, Brother Yahushai Zion. Now, I'm doing this video to show you, how this woman was in sin. Basically, the good that you knoweth to do and doeth it not. To him, it is sin. And also, you're supposed to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, this is somebody else's kid. And this lady basically took this kid by the arm on video that everybody's seen. They all agreed to the objective evidence that she picked up the kid with one arm and picked him up in the air by one arm, which could have dislocated his arm. And this is a big giant person compared to this little 1-year-old toddler. So, what you feed the kids obviously is going to make them act aggressive. I don't care what was going on with them. You don't have the right to do that. All right. And this lady's about to get hemmed up, man. And listen to her still aggressive over here and not even taking responsibility, man. This is the so-called black woman, man. Eve, man. Now imagine this is your kids over here at this little daycare center, man. And you got this evil demon. I wouldn't want her working there either. And I hope she gets fired from here, which I believe she's going to.
We're gonna ask you some questions, and my partner here is gonna read you your rights, and then we'll go from there, okay?
So basically, we're here. My name is Nicole. This is Joey, DCF, Department of. Okay, we've been before. So anytime we hear from a DCF report,
employee or whatever.
Correct. So based on that, I'm required to warn you before you make any statement. You have the following constitutional rights.
Yes, sir.
So one, I have to read them to you. One, you have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions.
Videos.
She's smiling at that. Do your thing. Yeah, go ahead. No, it's not okay. This is very serious. You're about to be arrested. You goddamn demon.
Were reviewed. So yesterday afternoon around 4, you were here in a class with kids, and video showed that you pretty much grabbed one of the kid and put him in a chair. So is that do you remember doing that?
I think so. I think you're talking to like after nap. I redirected the
I don't know what after nap is.
Oh, sorry, like around 2. I want to say around 4.
Okay.
But that was right before D left.
So what happened?
Can you go more into detail?
No. So we want to hear from.
She know what she did. She know damn well what she did. All right. She's a devil, and a liar too.
Your point of view.
Like my day of yesterday?
Like what happened with the kid and.
Well, I have to know what kid you.
Can I interrupt? Sorry.
Yeah.
So the reason we're here is DCF received a report of misconduct on your part. So we're here to try to figure out exactly what happened. So if you want to go throughout your day and kind of tell me what happened, what time you came in, and.
Well, we have about 8 kids on our roster, and I believe yesterday we only had 7 kids. Pretty normal day. It was my first day back. Yeah, pretty normal day. After nap. Yeah, after nap, I got the beds up, D-dip, diapers.
See, this ratchet ghetto chick is used to, abusing her own family members, more than likely. All right. So that she thinks she could come into work and just abuse some little boy or whatever, or some little black kid, so-called black kid, just because she probably reminded her of one of her siblings or whatever, or cousins, and think she could just pick a kid up by the arm and discipline him like that's how y'all get down. That's how y'all ostriches get down. Just because you're a cruel ostrich yourself, you don't bring that shit to a preschool. All right? The Lord's going to judge you for that, man. You know what I mean? The Lord is dealing with the children, man. You don't abuse them. Just like you don't abuse animals and you don't abuse children, man. That's not loving your neighbor as you love yourself. And it's not like the scripture says, man. The good that you knoweth to do and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Because the Lord knows your mentality, man. And this is type of egregious behavior. The reason why I'm doing this video is that, you should be in fear, man. That the way you conduct yourself when you think nobody's watching, even though, look, this lady's, these people are lucky that they had hidden cameras because they would have never caught that behavior. Because thankfully nothing happened to the kid. But you know what I mean? I'll say this, you always on camera with the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the angels of the Lord always behold the face of the Father. All right? Always, man. And that's guardian angel scripture. There's angels that guard certain people and report back to the Heavenly Father. Hey, so-and-so was picking on this guy. Or they was talking shit about this guy. Really? Okay, I got something for them.
And he was being like aggressive and starting to bite and stuff like that. He went over to the other table and I grabbed him and put him in the chair.
The 1-year-old?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you remember how you grabbed them or what exactly
We can't just close our eyes.
you did?
I grabbed his arm, but I didn't grab his hand. We're supposed to grab his hand, but I just picked him up and put him in the chair.
So you picked them up by one arm?
Yeah, I picked him up by one arm.
So instead of grabbing the kid by his hand, because that's not her kid, she had the nerve to grab the child by the mid-arm and pick him up, which could easily, with her strength, even though it's limited, because she's a female, the so-called black woman is a brawler, bruiser anyway, all right? It's the most aggressive demon out here. And she could have hurt and dislocated that boy's shoulder, all right, and snapped it out of place, man. This is why we tell you, stay the hell away from this type of woman. Now, and imagine if she had your children. What would she do to your children? You don't think she would abuse them? You don't think that she would abuse your children? She's not fit. She don't have the temperament to be a wife or a mother. She don't have the temperament. That's why we tell you to stay away from the so-called black woman, all right? On this side of things. Primarily. Now there are some, of course, maybe one or two. I'm being facetious. There might be one out there that's not like that. Yeah, no, I'm saying, brothers, you know what it is. But it's just primarily true, man. All right? And I don't care if anybody gets mad at it. Oh, well. We telling you the skinny, man. It's the ratchet archetype to stay away from, really. But yeah, you don't do that to a kid, man. Now listen to her try to weasel out of it. And she's not gonna, man.
And then what happened after that?
Nothing. After that, he sat down, he did his toys, and it was a normal day.
A normal day? It's not a normal day when you grab a child by his arm and lift him up in the sky and almost dislocate his arm and potentially do permanent damage to a child who's just developing, who can't defend himself, and slam him in a chair and then kick the chair. That shit is ratchet. I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the kids, parents, and these people, I'm sure all want to just Slapped the you know what out of her. But they gotta be, they gotta do their procedure, man.
So we watched the video. It looks like a little aggressive.
No, I know exactly. I know I put him in the chair, and I know because I ended up breaking my nail. So I know exactly what incident you're referring to.
We kind of saw you like.
Oh, sure, she even broke her nail. She slammed the kid so hard that she broke her goddamn nail. Oh, poor baby. We feel bad for you. You broke your nail. Now you gotta go to the salon and get your ratchet ass nails redid.
Grab the toy, but it was like a very aggressive gesture. And then you did grab him, like you said, by one arm. Pretty much carried him by the one arm, put him down. And then I guess he tried to walk back. And that's when you grab him by the left shoulder, dump him in the chair. It's not me. That's a video that I was just watching.
Okay.
And then you just kick the chair after.
I'm following you. I'm listening to, but I know when I'm in the classroom.
Look at, she said, I'm following you, but I know when I'm in. We seen the video, all right? These people on these people's behalf, they're saying to her, we saw the video. You're not gonna weasel out of this shit with no explanation. All right, that's why we I'm happy that they do got that on camera, because if this was my kid, I'd be wilding out, man.
I don't intentionally be aggressive. Maybe that's how it comes across. So if it did come across aggressive, that's
comes across, it is what it is. Oh, I didn't mean if it came across like that. No, you picked the kid up by the arm and slammed him in the chair and then kicked the chair. That's abuse, man. See, she used to beating up her man, beating up her family members, beating up probably her own kids if she's got any, which thankfully I hope she really don't have no damn goddamn kids, man. That's how she would raise her kids. So you don't bring that ratchet ass shit to the workplace here, okay? This is a corporate environment. You don't do that shit, man.
my apologies, but I was just trying to redirect him and let him know, like, no, this is not what we're doing. This is not what we do. And
my apologies. She just saying that shit because she needs to, man. My apologies, baby, but I was just redirecting him. You were not redirecting him. You were abusing him. Yeah, the kid was probably acting out, but that does not give you the right to abuse him. He's too small. He can't receive that type of behavior, man. And that's not how you deal with a child anyways, man. All right? A child that small, you'd have to just speak loud with authority. That's why men are supposed to be raising these children like that too and disciplining them, because they will fear the male lion, believe me. They not going to act out. And what are you feeding these kids too, by the way? I guarantee you giving them fruit snacks and all this wild that make their brains misfire, man. Of course they're going to be acting out and aggressive. Because you're feeding them trash, man.
we're not biting and to sit down. So if I was doing it aggressively at
You
that
said
moment,
normally, is it normal to grab a kid
yeah, and move them
by one arm and just carry them like that? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, we do. Because sometimes if we're cleaning,
I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, she got to get arrested, man. You see this cavalier attitude of this woman? She don't give a shit about what she did. And I hope that they definitely prosecute her to the fullest extent of the law for child abuse. She has a convicted, I believe that's a felony as well. She's going to have a felony on her record for the rest of her life. And she could never be a preschool teacher ever again. You see? And my woman's a preschool teacher. So I know, the temperament. She's like a saint. You know what I mean? I can't even hear my woman talk. She's like, hey, she talked like that. She's really, she's not from this country too. You know what I mean? So she's super low key, like, hey, like she got the right temperament. Not this devil right here, all right? Not this loudmouth, aggressive, slamming, picking up kids by the arm devil. You don't do that, man. It's common sense.
the table, we'll pick them up and just place them on the carpet with one arm.
Okay. Would you like to see the video?
Yes, I would.
Alright. You guys step outside, please? Thank you. Is that normalcy?
Yep.
Alright, so let's go back in. Thank you. Is that normalcy?
Yep.
Alright, so let's go back in.
She said, he said, is that normal to you? And she said, yep. Hold on a second.
Pick them up and just place them on the carpet with one arm.
Okay. Would you like to see the video?
Yes, I would.
Alright. You guys step outside, please.
Hey, she trying to defend her behavior.
Thank you. Is that normalcy?
Yep.
Alright, so let's go back in. Thank you.
She not sorry at all. She don't care. This is why they going press charges on her.
Alright, so now that we all saw the same thing,
No, it's still the same thing. So as you see, I was telling him to do table toys. He started fighting with Brooklyn and starting to bite her. So I did.
She thinks right now, in her mind, she's off the hook. And she's cool because she saw it and to her is normal. To her is normal, man. So this is the problem, man. That's why we tell you to stay away from her, the so-called black woman, all right? Because what you're going to get, somebody who's going to raise your children very aggressively because they used to that at home from growing up in a one parent household and everything like that, used to abusing the man. And especially when they have a man child, they're going to be extra aggressive with them, man, because they think they need to dominate them. It's really messed up.
Took this one aggressively, and then I picked him up from his shoulder, not his arm, and set him down. And we know, well, I know, that's not against rules. That's against rules and regs to pick him up by his shoulder.
okay. Alright.
So you said it's against your rules. Do you know, based on your training, you said 3 years you've been a teacher?
6.
Oh, 6 years, sorry. You understand that lifting a child up by one arm can cause physical injuries to his arm. Right, that's okay.
What have you learned from this mistake, Miss?
Honestly, I learned this was a common mistake, and I honestly should have, I should have just used my words more and not like approached him, remove him, or just like how hard I grabbed it. I should have just like stopped.
Okay.
This bitch doesn't give a shit, man. All right? You know why she doesn't give a shit? Because she thinks that she's going to be let off from this as long as she just, says what she just said right there. She was going to get let off. But that's not what's going to happen right now. And I cannot wait for y'all brothers to see this through. And the reason why I'm showing this, man, is this is the justice of the Lord. And I'm going to go into Romans, the 13th chapter. And there's a reason why this woman is afraid, because she has done evil. She will be afraid soon. Well, she's not yet, but she's about to be. Watch.
So, quick question for you guys, everyone. Is it okay, cancel my work day, or do I stay up until 5:30? I grabbed his arm, but I didn't.
Oh, you going more than cancel your goddamn workday, lady. They got something for you. You gonna punch the hell out.
What happens after
We'll explain everything to you outside, so.
I love that cop because he's so professional. He wasn't mad either way. He was so professional. And he just, hey, we just gonna talk outside, and just see what's up. He didn't tell her she's under arrest yet because they're in the facility just in case she started wilding out. They just walked her outside and then they gonna tell her she under arrest. Very professional. Very, very professional guy. That's the type of guy you want to be a police officer right there, if anything.
I'm going to see the child, yes, and I'm going to stand outside and...
Let me know so I can get myself in my mom.
Let's just step outside.
Oh, yeah, no, lady, you're about to catch the wrath, okay?
Did you drive here?
No.
Imagine, too, man, she's been working there for 6 years doing this to kids, slamming kids for 6 years. You know what I mean? Just getting caught now.
All right, Tina. I'm sorry. I'll say Tina. That's not your name, right? So you're gonna be arrested, okay? So no.
Okay, can I call my mom?
Well, you don't have an opportunity.
You seen the video. You picked the kid up by his arm. And you slammed him and kicked the table. And you kicked the chair. You can't do shit like that. That's why you're arrested.
You need to do all this after.
Do you mind?
Not right now. Like I said, I'll explain everything to you.
But-
So you're being arrested for child abuse
I see
because
that.
Right, I'm
I
just gonna
see
explain it
that,
to you,
but-
okay?
Please, please,
You want
please,
me to
please,
give
please,
this to
please,
you?
please,
Okay, hold on.
please, please.
Oh, now it's please, 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 please. Well, you know what? Maybe that child would have been able to say that, but he's 1 year old and he don't know how to articulate words because he probably can't even talk yet. And you over here picking him up by his goddamn arm. All right, you reap what you sow. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And again, James 4 and 17. The good that you knoweth to do and doeth it not, to him it is sin. All right? So you're not about to sit there and abuse these kids, man. Your ass about to get that judgment, man.
I know.
Okay, I'll let her know. Don't worry.
Please answer.
Do you have anything else inside here? Because
No,
I'm pretty
ma'am.
sure you're not gonna.
Yeah, put
you're
her in
not
your
gonna-
cup.
Okay, yeah. I'm in the back.
I'm gonna check
Come on,
on
this way.
the skin real quick.
So based on the video and everything, we have more than enough, and the family wants to prosecute,
No,
so we
I
have
seen
to.
that. I
Okay.
seen that. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction
Okay.
of my tears. I swear.
Okay, I'm gonna take off your earpods. Okay.
Yes.
Are you sleeping?
He just woke up,
No.
but there's no light inside really. There they are.
All right, quick question. Did you just
So that's the kid right there, you know? You don't pick up that little child like that by the arm. What's wrong with you, man? You don't do that shit, man. He could get a major injury and break his arm. What if you broke that kid's arm? What are you going to say? Oh, yeah, he fell? No, that's some bullshit, man. I'm pissed as hell, man.
wanna look at him and tell us if you believe there's any injury on him anywhere on his body, please? Arm, shoulders.
Look at that little kid, man. He doesn't even know right from wrong. You can't grab him and slam him, yo. What the hell is wrong with this lady, man?
Okay.
The only thing that I can.
And look how much that guy loves that kid, man. He loves that kid, man. That's the father right there, man. He loved his son. He was smiling looking at him as he loves him so much. Now, I would definitely put charges on that lady, man.
Advise mom and dad, you can just pay attention to see if he's showing any discomfort. Well, you know, when he's playing, especially the arm that he was pulling, you can just pay attention to that, and so that way you know. All right? Very active boy.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna be outside.
I explained everything to her. I'll give you a minute to say anything if you want to.
I love you, and I guess I'll see you or call you whenever I can.
You alright?
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. I'll check it out when I get into it, when they get you there, okay? Because you'll be out in the morning.
I know, but my career is over.
Pretty much over.
That's all she cares about. She don't care about, man, I really did the wrong thing, man. I'm sorry about what I did. She don't give a fuck about that. Excuse my language. She only care about her goddamn career. Well, you know what? You should have thought about that when you slammed this kid, when you picked this kid up and you slammed him, B. You don't pick another child up who's not yours and slam him. And you don't slam your own child like that, B. Because guess what? The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, would have given you that child, if anything. So you don't slam no goddamn kid, man. Even if it's yours, you don't do that. You can injure the kid. Now you got this face on you. All right? Now, again, let's look at the scriptures, man. This ain't no laughing matter, all right? Romans 13 and 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. So yeah, that lady was doing evil works, man. Evil works. Facts. That's why she's afraid. Will thou not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. So really, the police is supposed to say to her, hey, man, you're doing a great job here, you know? Well, we appreciate you, but they're not. They're arresting her, putting her into custody, okay? Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite here. All right? She's catching the judgment. Verse 4, for he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth. Excuse me, I actually read that. Oh, no, okay. It kind of reiterates it. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Okay, so again, the woman's an evil demon. And that's why she's got that look on her face. I think that's her name is Natalie Johnson. Or, no, that's not her. That's not her, because they said her name was Tanae or whatever. Or Tina. They called her Tina, whatever the hell her name is. You really don't got the temperament to do this.
Yeah.
This the only part. It's just, this is bullshit. Because you know what goes on at this center. It's just the simple fact that they really took it this far, and my career is over.
And now watch what she's about to say, too, to furthermore incriminate herself in front of a judge, because they're going to play this body cam footage in front of a judge. And listen to the stuff that she says that's super unwise, man. Watch this.
Who took it that far?
The lady, I seen it this morning, but I didn't know what the they was doing, acting like she was having a panic attack. Then all of a sudden
she's mad because the director reviewed the tape, the so-called white lady, and she thinks it's racism. You know what I mean? That basically because she's black. That's bullshit. Even the so-called black parents, you know, seen the video and were mad as shit. All right?
come talk about the police want to talk to me about how I snatched on a little boy. I literally picked up him from his arm, like the middle of his arm, and picked him up and put him in a chair. But it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, and you know it's not okay, it's not fine. See, she didn't learn shit. All that shit she was talking in there, she didn't learn anything. She was basically sitting up in there air hustling to try to keep her job. But ultimately, this devil right here was breaking the laws of the Most High. All right? That's why the Lord said, suffer the little children to come up to me, you know? Allow the children. The Lord is dealing with children, man. You can't be doing that, all right? The kid's not even at the age of accountability. You can't be grabbing him and slamming him. You should know that as a grown-ass woman.
And like, it's okay. It's okay.
All right.
But she keeps saying it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. See, that's why you got to give her the maximum sentence for whatever it is. This is the type of person that needs jail time. She needs jail time to get judgment.
I talked to Miss Tina. I give her.
Don't even give her the satisfaction, because I see how they played it. I'm so sorry, sweetie, but these nasty ass crackers. She played it so nasty. Man, it's okay.
Nasty ass crackers. You gonna say that right in front of a so-called white lady? And also that's on record. So what if you receive judgment from a so-called white person judge? Your ass is toast, B. To the line and letter of that law, she gonna fully extend it. All right? The left hand of justice on your ass.
It's okay, Mom.
All right. Okay, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
Yep. And that's it, man. So this is the devil right there, man. So, hey, you know, maybe she should have recognized and understood. Look, yo, you better fear the Lord. Okay? That's that. You better fear the Lord, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, man. Deuteronomy 25:1. If there be a controversy between men, and they come unto judgment, that the judges may judge them, then they shall justify the righteous and condemn the wicked. Yeah, if you did a wicked act, you're going to be condemned. You know, your behavior is going to be condemned. And if it warrants a judgment, then yeah, it's going to come down on you. Okay. Proverbs 14:35. The king's favor is toward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him that causeth shame. Exactly. You better be careful, man, how you deal. You know, better watch how you dealing. And that's even when nobody's watching, man, because the Lord is king over all. Proverbs 20:2. The fear of a king is as the roaring of a lion. Whoso provoketh him to anger sinneth against his own soul. Yeah. If you play with anybody and rule over you, and especially even really, remember the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai sees all things. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And he's seen what happened. And he's very aware of it, man. All right? Very aware of it. And that woman, you know, being brought to justice is just, it's part of the judgment of the Lord. And she didn't even fear. Only thing she cared about and was crying over in sorrow was the fact that she lost her livelihood. How she makes her little $10 an hour. Or what is it, $14 an hour she probably makes. And she probably was talking shit about that too, I bet. And I mean, prideful over that. Well, I'm a preschool teacher for 6 years. You know, very prideful about it. Now you're a felon. All right, now you're a felon and you can no longer get a position now. And everywhere you go, that's going to show up on your record for a good 15 years. Unless you get it expunged. And that's going to take a lot of moving and shaking. I don't think you got the resources to deal with that. Okay. Ecclesiastes 10:4. If the spirit of a ruler rise up against thee, leave not thy place, for yielding pacifieth great offenses. So yeah, you better own up to your stuff that you did. Basically, don't run. And the lady was running from the responsibility. She wasn't saying, yeah, you know, I did wrong and I'm very sorry about what I did. It will never happen again. I was wondering if I could talk to the parents or whatever. You know, at this point, it's already too late because, you know, everybody's seen you on camera and everybody's upset about it, including the police. Now, everybody's upset about that, believe me. Verse 5 says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and rich sit in low place. Okay, so I wouldn't even use that particularly. I would use verse number 4. Okay. The ruler would be ultimately, you know, the police in this matter, but ultimately even higher than that, the Most High. Okay. Yielding would pacify great offenses. And if you would just say, okay, you know, I'm very sorry for what happened. You know, have a sorrowful spirit. Maybe something could have been done there about that, you know. But you're not sorry. You didn't even care. And then you was like, so should I just like finish my work day and stuff? Like, you're not going to continue. Lady, you're not about to continue over here, man. You're not continuing this career. That's an egregious offense that needs to be, the only way that can be rectified is to remove you from your position, okay? Permanently. 1 Peter 2:13. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme, or unto governors, or as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers and for the praise of them that do well. Yeah, that's talking about to the police. All right? Or the authorities. You better do what you need to do, man. Don't resist. Because we're not going to be no damn rebels. Remember, you know, especially the brethren, you know, so that the ministry be not blamed. We keep in order, okay? That's why if the police ever see us, man, they just going to wave at us, man, all right? They're not going to be taking us away in handcuffs like that. Unless it be for some righteous cause that we ain't even do anything, literally, and they can't prove anything. Because remember, they did apprehend Yahweh Shai, but he wasn't doing anything wrong, though. See, not like that guy Nakwam from the Wi-Fi, who was absolutely in violation of multiple scriptures, which I pointed out perfectly in the video. He was absolutely resisting the authorities. He was just trying to say, get me the scripture, yelling and screaming. You know what I mean? He was going way off. women over there at the campsite. Just being unwise, man. Talking back, not listening when the cop gave a directive, just rebelling against the authority. And he wasn't yielding to the rulers. Like I say right here, Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 4. If the spirit of a ruler rise up against thee, leave not thy place. For yielding pacifieth great offenses. So if you offended the guy or he gives you a directive, you better yield to what he says. Just like the scripture is saying, 1 Peter 2 and 13. He was in violation of this. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme or unto governors as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers and for the praise of them that do well. Yeah, again, another violation. Okay. And if it was for righteousness' sake, it would be a different story. Okay. 1 Peter 3 and 13. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? But, and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. So yeah, you could be, arrested for righteousness' sake, but have no need to be blamed. That's why you don't have to be afraid. Because as long as you're in line with the scriptures and you listened to everything they said and you did what they told you to do, unlike Naquam from the Wi-Fi, all right, group, that Hebrew Israelite camp, of a bunch of rebels, and they are definitely a group of rebellious men, all right, ignorant men, and just, when you don't listen to a directive of a police officer who says, step over there, please, now, step over there or you're going to be arrested, and you continue to sit there and not listen to a lawful command, even if it was unlawful, you listen and you go and you yield. You don't challenge that authority because you don't have any authority. And he thought he did. Raising his voice to the police. That's not going to go over well. All right. So again, you suffer for righteousness' sake. Happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. But that wasn't the case, So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying, brothers. Where am I going to go to? Whoops. This one. Lord willing, this was edifying. Let this be a lesson to people out there that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. All right? And with that, shalom.